Secret is shutting down, Microsoft launches a code editor for Mac and Linux, and Uber wants to deliver to you everything. It's Wednesday, April 29th, and this is Crunch Report. Anonymous sharing app Secret is shutting down. CEO David Bytow confirmed in a post on Medium today that the company will give investors back their money, all $35 million that Secret raised of it. What's left of it anyway. Sources tell TechCrunch's Josh Constein that some employees have already received what they're calling modest severance packages. One source says that the company has dwindled down to under 10 employees from over 20 employees just a few months ago and has basically been in maintenance mode. In his farewell post, Bytow claimed that although the company had 15 million users, it doesn't represent his vision anymore and addressed the criticism around cyberbullying that plagued Secret from the start. Bytow writes, "I believe in honest, open communication and creative expression, and anonymity is a great device to achieve it. But it's also the ultimate double-edged sword, which must be wielded with great respect and care." However, last month, Bytow told TechCrunch that Secret was not shutting down or pivoting. Microsoft's Build Developer Conference kicked off today, and the company's making all sorts of announcements left and right. One of the biggies is the launch of Visual Studio Code, which is a cross-platform code editor for writing apps for the web and for the cloud that run on Windows, but also on OS X and Linux. This is a pretty big deal because it's the first time that Microsoft has given developers a true cross-platform code editor and a commitment to supporting other platforms. The editor features standard tools in a modern code editor like syntax highlighting and customizable keyboard bindings, bracket matching, and snippets. But that's not all. Microsoft also announced the first full preview of the .NET Core runtime for Linux and Mac OS X, which has until now been Windows only. It's not a huge surprise. Last November, the company did promise to bring some of the core features of its .NET platform to Linux and Mac in order to build and leverage a bigger ecosystem. Microsoft also launched the .NET Foundation to move this forward as an open source project. Oh, and we have one more thing. We also knew that Microsoft was replacing Internet Explorer with a shiny new browser that until today was codenamed Project Spartan. But Microsoft has given it an official name, and that name is, drumroll please, Microsoft Edge, which will be the default browser built into Windows 10. It'll also have built-in Cortana support, a built-in reader, and a new rendering engine called Edge HTML. Well, we got a big late-night scoop from our very own Jordan Crook. She's very good at those. Uber is getting ready to launch not just a food delivery service, as we told you yesterday, but a full merchant delivery program for online shoppers to get same-day delivery of goods through both Uber Rush couriers and Uber drivers. In fact, TechCrunch got our hands on training documents for this very thing for Uber drivers and couriers who are part of the merchant delivery pilot program. Sources say that really big retail chains like Neiman Marcus, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany's, Hugo Boss are all in talks with the company, with one source claiming over 400 different merchants are either testing or in talks with Uber to sign up. Mobile shopping app Spring is also part of the initial test of the platform with a limited set of brands. Uber has already been delivering fresh produce with Uber Fresh and just expanded Uber Eats to Chicago and New York. One source also told us that Uber's original merchant delivery plan was focused more on big e-commerce giants like Amazon and eBay, but the company decided that sourcing inventory from warehouses wasn't worth the effort. Drones are all the rage. Can't get away from drones these days, at least not on Instagram. But what if you don't own a drone? What if you don't want to own a drone or even learn how to fly a drone? Or you don't even really want to hire somebody to fly your drone or pay for an expensive drone at all? Maybe you do want aerial photos or videos of your work site, though, or real estate, or some sort of infrastructure. A startup called DroneBase will let you rent a drone and a pilot to pilot that drone for commercial jobs. You just submit your request online, and DroneBase will find you a pilot that will fly your drone for you, somebody knows what they're doing, and then give you all the media and the data that they collect. Former Marine infantry officer and DroneBase co-founder Dan Burton says that there's a community of drone hobbyists. They're pretty good at it. They'd like to make a living as a drone pilot, but without the sales and the marketing and the payment aspects of running a business. For now, Dronebase mainly covers real estate and mining, as in surveying dig areas and doing inspections, with projects ranging between $400 and $500 for a set of photos and videos, and $500 for high-res mapped areas. And they take around a 15% commission on each job. It's a new world we're living in. And that is the report for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Sarah Lane. Crunch Report airs Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on TechCrunch.com. We'll see you in New York. That's where I am tomorrow.